wish I knew how to quit eating bugs.
This seems so weird.
There's no place like home.
I'm gonna make him an offer down with you.
Good morning, everybody, and by morning I mean night for Malcolm, correct?
I mean, depends on how you look at it really, because it is like 1 a.m. in the morning, technically.
I mean, it's the middle of the night, honestly, so it's technically speaking, nighttime still for you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm drinking my coffee this morning. Malcolm is here finishing up work, is what you were saying?
Yeah.
So right now we're just kind of here waiting for the BAFTAs, which are, I don't remember them ever doing this time before, because that's lunchtime from what Malcolm was telling us. But we're going to kind of be here. They have literally right now 3 minutes and 20 seconds left before we get started. Dan will join us later when he gets back from work. We're just kind of chilling out right now. I'm half asleep because I just woke up, and Malcolm probably is not sleepy, if I'm not incorrect.
No.
There we
I'm
go. Okay. Well, at this juncture, of course, this is Gone with the Wind, the show about award shows where we talk about, you guessed it, award shows, and I'm your host, Manning Franks, and as I mentioned before, Malcolm is here.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, they really did. I mean, I just watched the first episode of that new show on Netflix, Murderville.
I don't know what that show is, so I
mean, essentially, it's a crime drama in which there's a new special guest on every episode. But the catch is the special guest is completely improvising everything. They don't have, they'll never give it a script.
Okay, I've
the
heard
first
about
episode
that.
was Conan O'Brien, which was entertaining.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. That sounds great. I would love to be able to.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to see that. Wow, I've heard about that. So now I'm curious what that will be like. But anyway, BAFTAs.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix, so I'll check that out when I get the time, because time is eluding me right now. But yeah, I just woke up 20 minutes ago, so this is gonna be fun. 30 maybe. Just need to keep downing the coffee is what I need to do. But no, we're here reacting to the BAFTAs, which I think is the first time we've done in Gone with the Wind because the time has been so weird. Am I incorrect in assuming that, Malcolm? Because usually we do Oscars and SAG, but I don't remember us doing BAFTA.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done BAFTAs unless we were bored one time. I was like, let's react to the BAFTAs.
Yeah, because they usually just have a weird time and oh, look what just came up for me. The broadcast is about to begin. Huzzah!
Who was announcing the BAFTAs?
I don't know their names. I don't know who they are personally. I think they're very British individuals.
I mean,
all right, let's see. That's exactly. That's all that I know at this point. But anyway, regardless, Malcolm, they're about to get started, and they are literally like what? Geez, I don't know, like a minute away. What do you expect to see for the BAFTAs? Obviously, other than a lot of No Time to Die. Unless you don't have that.
I mean, this is one that I never really know what to expect with the BAFTAs because it's one of those ones, like as we said on the main show, like especially with the best outstanding film and outstanding British film, is going to be interesting to see if there's any like crossover with those or if they're going to be two different bunches.
So right now, yeah, we're just waiting to see exactly what we have in store for the nominations, because obviously they can go, because last year to me is still one of the prime examples of just how chaotic the BAFTAs can be. Remember, like when they just decided they started to create these what are they called, groups, or what are they? There's an official terminology that I can't think about, but like they have a certain amount of people that curate the nominations, and then everyone else can vote widely. It's like a very small group. Do you know the word I'm talking about? There's a word. It's gonna hit me like
Committee?
halfway through. Committee. Thank you. Yes, it was a committee. Thank you. Malcolm's got it. It was a committee, and then they created this fantastic, like these great nominations, and I'm hoping we get something like that. But I guess the biggest question is, it's not going to line up 100% with the Oscars. But do you expect No Time to Die to do really well, Malcolm?
I mean, I kind of do, but in saying that, I wouldn't be too surprised if it misses just because there was a lot of great movies out last year. So
This is true. This is true. So what's your biggest prediction right now? There are no guts, no glory, as they say.
I mean, I'd say probably a big shock that could happen is Daniel Craig suddenly gets in for Best Actor. I think
That's a great pick. Oh, I've been thinking about that, but I'm not positive. So it's like I'm not willing to take the risk.
but I mean, like my no guts, no glory will be that the French Dispatch strangely did as well.
Well, hey, you know what? I know you love that film, so I'm looking forward to that as well too. Also, currently, right now, they are showing a clip from The Last Duel. They're showing a lot of clips from movies that are currently transpiring right now. So, oh wow, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Encanto, Green Knight. So we have some options right now. They're kind of just going for some films in this montage of sorts, it looks like.
Yeah. And actually, come to think of it, talking about the Green Knight, that could do really well as well.
It could, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think it missed a couple of like below the line stuff for nomination wise. Oh, and it was just the strangest thing. Oh, Last Night in Soho. That could also do really well because that was on a lot of the long lists.
Yeah.
Summer of Soul. Ooh, one of my no guts, no glory is that, but I'm too chicken to predict it, is that Summer of Soul can make it in best editing because it was on the short list or the long list, excuse me. Maybe. I don't know. Another one that I actually think could do really well as well, that I currently have predicted, is Catherine Hunter for The Tragedy of Macbeth is going to make it in for supporting actress. I know some other people have that, but again, she's gotten nothing up to this point. But that feels like a very British performance, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those ones like, especially when it comes to Shakespeare, like they seem to do quite strangely.
Yes, they do. They do well, and I'm hoping that can translate. Oh, here we go. I'm just curious at how. Oh, they'll be back in person. One thing I'm curious is at how well that American films will translate. Like something like King Richard, which is a very American film, or Don't Look Up, which is, well, that's not as American. Licorice Pizza is very American. Just a thought. Mm-hmm. Used to come. He's just talking right now. They said who this guy was. Now I'm forgetting. I'm assuming he's the president of BAFTA. Is what I would assume to be the case. So, well, while he's talking real fast, oh yeah, the Rising Star nominees.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that the British public always get to do that. Oh, so that's who's doing the announcing, Malcolm.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not too surprised by the Rising Star nominations.
Yeah, there's nothing really, unless you want to put like a Rachel Zegler in there or a, you know. Business. There's something about the BAFTA that feel a little more elegant. I don't know what it is or why.
British accent, probably.
Yeah, this is true. The BAFTA buff. I love the casual banter that they're having. It feels natural. It doesn't feel forced.
Apparently, they couldn't get Snoop Dogg to announce the BAFTAs this time.
Thank God. Here we go. Okay. Oh, Cyrano. Of course, House of Gucci. Oh, I forgot that it was 10. Passing? Oh, thank God. Okay, passing. Whew, I was like, oh, woohoo, passing. Oh, lordy. Here we go. Yep. Aaron Sorkin. Nothing shocking. Yeah. Oh, so wow, this is probably your Oscar 5.
Yeah.
Lovely. Oh, nice.
For some reason, I always thought that was original.
No, it is in fact adapted. Yep. Okay, and another Oscar 5 probably right there. Also, they're like, are they having mic issues? I can't tell. Supporting actress. Yes. Belfast. Katrina Bell. Of course they went with Jessie Buckley. Of course they did. Of course they did. They went with Ann Dowd. They went with Ann Dowd from Mass. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy. I don't care. I got wrong with Catherine Hunter. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, wow. Alana Haim. Amelia Jones. Nicole Kidman missed. Tessa Thompson for passing. What is this chaos? Ah! What is this? What is this? What was this? Did you what? Sorry, I'm getting really into this. This is not what I expected. This is chaos. Best actress is chaos. Wow. Wow.
I mean, they go back to Invaders, go back to chaos.
Yeah, they are. Rebecca Hall. Woo, yes, Rebecca Hall. Wow, Tessa Thompson got in. I'm so happy. No way. Mike Weiss made it in. Who's missing? Jared Leto? Jesse Plemons, and then Cody. Wait, Cody Smith McPhee. Did he? Okay. Wow. Jesse Plemons got in. I predicted that. Wow. Or we did Gone with the Wind. Wow. No Jared Leto. Wow, Malcolm, we're already on a roller coaster of a ride right now. This coffee and these nominations have really woken me up. Oh. What? What? No Andrew Garfield. No Washington. There is no Washington. Malcolm, they did not get tragedy. Macbeth is doing really bad right now.
I mean, no Andrew Garfield is actually surprising me.
It is. Wait, what? No Villeneuve? There is no Denis Villeneuve. What is this? What is this chaos? What is this?
I mean, the chaos that put in the Julia who directed Titan.
Yeah. And West Side Story? No West Side Story. Wow. Okay, we got to go to the website to check things out because holy cow. Wow, No Time to Die only got 5. This is utter chaos, Malcolm. I'm still kind of in shock right now at what's happened. I told you I wanted chaos, and
the BAFTAs listened to you.
The BAFTAs did listen to me. Like, part of me is very excited. The other part of me is like, what's going on? I have no idea. I'm less clear now than I ever was. They added life back into the race. Okay, they're still talking, blah, blah, blah. Are they going to add anything else? Hold on. I'm looking up BAFTA nominations. They were still they did a lot of very British films, which I appreciate. Wow, Mike Feist. What? No Denis Villeneuve. That is, especially because they went with him for Blade Runner 2049. Wait, so but where's the why don't they do the below the line stuff too? Come on, people. Where's the below the line stuff? Okay. All right. So, wow. This is just wow. Malcolm, any thoughts? We just finished the BAFTA nominations. Any thoughts that you have on the chaos that was the BAFTA nominations?
I mean, it's one of those things like, Denis sort of missing out for direct.
That's big.
And I mean, and Andrew Garfield's kind of not getting into leading actors, kind of.
Yeah.
Surprise. But I mean, it's one of those ones like we all kind of know that they were kind of going to sort of do the British thing and go with the British stuff. So
yeah, they did. I mean, well, Dune still got 11 nominations from what they said, which is it's just crazy to think about. All right, we're gonna go through these. If I can actually find them, I just gotta find out where they actually are because they haven't announced. Okay, here, full list of awards categories. Wow, I can't believe Denzel Washington missed. He missed again. If he can't get in for this, then he's never gonna get a BAFTA nom, Malcolm. He's never getting a BAFTA nom. It's shocking. I was so confident. And no, Peter Dinklage, I think, is bye-bye. Bye-bye, Peter Dinklage. Also, best actresses. Basically, all the acting races are pure chaos, and I love it. And Dowd and Mass. Oh, love it.
Yeah. But it's interesting because they seem to do like 6 in their things, so it's going to be interesting to see if anything kind of translates through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the question is what translates through, because if you're looking right now, then technically speaking, Lady Gaga is the only actress, like Kristen Stewart missed. I think she misses Oscar. I think she misses the Oscar. The only person who's gotten in everything is Lady Gaga. Nicole Kidman
Yeah.
missed.
I mean, honestly, I'm more surprised that Kristen Stewart, considering like spent. I mean, actually, did Spencer got nothing? And I thought
Spencer,
they
I
would have
don't
got.
think got anything.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing it.
Come on, BAFTA, show us. It has to be on their
But
website, right?
but yeah, I mean, I've got the Hollywood Reporter up of what was
Do you have
actually
all? Do
just
they have all of
announced.
them?
Not the below the lines one yet.
Okay. I'm trying to find at the moment all additional documents, nominated films list, nomination press release, full list nomination to BAFTA, nomination winners, blah blah blah. Okay, here we go. I got it. I'm on their website. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we have the Rising Star Award voted for the public. We have that. Best British Short, Best Short Animation. All right, special effects. Right now we're looking at it right now. We got Dune for special visual effects, excuse me. We have Free Guy. Wow. Ghostbusters Afterlife. The Matrix Resurrections and No Time to Die. Not a single Marvel film made it in, Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, like
Wow.
out of the Marvel films, I would have thought Spider-Man at least.
Well, Spider-Man was ineligible for this year because they didn't submit it in time, which is weird.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, that might be why. I'm just surprised none of them got it in. But I guess that bodes well for No Time to Die.
But I mean, in saying that, like Free Guy, I'm pleasantly surprised to see that there though.
Yeah, well, that's true. Sound, we have Dune, Last Night in Soho, No Time to Die, A Quiet Place Part 2, and West Side Story. No Matrix Resurrections, as I thought might be the case with that sound. Nothing too shocking though.
No, I mean, I think when it comes to sound, I think it depends on sort of how they sort of measure it, because like with editing and all that is one of those weird ones.
This is true. All right, makeup and hair. Cruella, Cyrano, Dune, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, House of Gucci. This does not seem. I don't think anything is out of place
No,
here.
like nothing too shocking. I mean, unless you want to count, like Suicide Squad kind of not getting in for their designs and stuff. But yeah,
I mean, yeah, but I'm not sure how Suicide Squad did the first year that it came out for the first one, or David Ayer's Suicide Squad did. So I don't know how that did for BAFTA.
well, I mean that got I'm actually gonna look that up now because I'm curious.
That is true. I'm not sure. I think I made the short list. I'm not on the long list. Excuse me. I keep getting that mixed up. All right. For costume design, we have, of course, Cruella, Cyrano, Dune, The French Dispatch, and Nightmare Alley. So that's another one where, hey, The French Dispatch made it in, Malcolm.
Yay! I mean that's one though. I mean that was one I'm surprised that it didn't get more nominations.
I know, right? But considering Benicio del Toro made the long list, but I guess it was just kind of just a little bit out for them. But we have again, Cruella, Cyrano, Dune, Princess Batch, Nightmare Alley. Nothing again too shocking. Thought House of Gucci might make it in, but pleasantly surprised that it didn't.
Yeah.
Production design. We have Cyrano, Dune, The French Dispatch, Nightmare Alley, West Side Story. Nothing to me out of the ordinary here. Cyrano did really well below the line, but still missed Dinklage, which I find funny. Okay, here we go. Now, for best editing, this is, Oh, I can't believe it. I should have called this, Malcolm. I should have called it Belfast, Dune, Licorice Pizza, No Time to Die, and Summer of Soul, or When Revolution Could Not Be Televised. I should have gone for it. I should have just had the chutzpah. But no, that's a solid lineup for editing right there.
Yeah.
Power of the Dog missed, though, which is funny. But
I mean, that's going to be the interesting one. But could someone so make it in for editing for the Oscars?
That would be amazing. I don't know when the last documentary to make it in editing is the thing, though. All right, next one we have is cinematography, which is Dune, Nightmare Alley, No Time to Die, Power of the Dog, and Tragedy of Macbeth. No Belfast, which is shocking considering how well that it did, but I'm not complaining. I mean, wait. So what if Belfast is the one that ultimately loses and misses? You know, what if that was the one that ultimately missed the Oscars? Also, I think that's Tragedy Macbeth's only nomination. Oh, and Dan, he's made it.
Holy crap! That Best Actress and Director categories are wild.
The entire above the line nominations, besides like screenplay, are completely wild.
I mean, screenplay is the only thing that's made any sense to me.
In the best way possible, though.
Yeah, I was like, wow, screenplay. How about that? These are, I mean, right down the line for screenplay. And then all of a sudden you start getting into the other categories. It's like, what the hell is going on here? I mean,
I agree.
Point after Ava. I mean, they just cleaned up.
They did, although it's a very British. They're very British films. I think that's what the committee and the jury. That's what they're kind of like. They do that. From what we've known is that they're going to go out on a limb and show that. But also, just a clarification, Tragedy Macbeth has only got cinematography. It got nothing else, which is shocking.
Yeah, I thought at least Hunter might have got into supporting. Denzel could have got into Best Actor, but Denzel still shut out an actor.
He's never going to get a BAFTA nom.
But Mike Weiss gets in, but no Denzel.
Shocking. Well, committee. So even if he can't get it, if Denzel can't get into a committee, I highly doubt he's ever going to get a BAFTA nom. So he's never getting a BAFTA nom.
This is probably the best shot he had at getting in.
Yep.
Because it's such a British type of film.
Yes. All right, clarification as well too. We also have for casting, we have Boiling Point, Dune, Hand of God, King Richard, and West Side Story. That's kind of surprised. No Belfast, but Belfast missed cinematography and it missed apparently this casting. I thought it would do a lot better. It still did good, but I thought it would do better.
Yeah. I mean, these acting categories are just absolutely wild. But at least you got Cody Smith-McPhee. He got in. Both Benedict and Will Smith got in for actor, which is good.
That is. So just a little quick. Actually, hold on. Last one we have is original score, Being the Ricardos, Don't Look Up, Dune, The French Dispatch, and The Power of the Dog. I think those might be / Being in the Ricardos. Being the Ricardos actually did kind of well, despite missing the acting categories.
Yeah, no Nicole, no Javier, no J.K. Simmons.
Actually, did it do well? Did it only get 2?
What was Spencer's haul? Anything?
Nothing.
Wow. If Spencer can't get in the BAFTAs, look out. I mean, you might even take Kristen Stewart out of the Oscar race now.
She's out of my predictions. After today, she is out. If she can't get in with the jury selection, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, this is not good for Case Stewart.
But yeah, Mike Feist, Kieran Hines, Troy Kotzer, Woody Norman, Jesse Plemons, and Cody Smith-McPhee. No 2 Belfast boys, but 2 Power of the Dog. Two dog boys.
Dog boys.
The dog boys. The dog boys have made it in.
Remember we had this with Daniel Montgomery.
Yep. Yeah, we had that discussion. That's wild, man. That's wild.
But at Best Actress is just absolutely crazy. Director, absolutely crazy.
Well, here, let's play the game real fast, because remember, for the jury and committee, remember what they usually do. What they usually do is they'll have the top 2 go-getters, and then they'll have the ones that are kind of below the line and bring them up into the surface. You know, they're kind of the ones that will be picked from the committee and the jury. So let's look at supporting actor for a second. Who do we think was the top 2 go-getters? I'm almost certain that it's either Kieran Hines, Troy Kotzer, and then Cody Smith McPhee. One of those, 2 of those 3.
Yeah, I think that's the 3. I think those 3 were. I mean, Cody Smith McPhee, Troy Kotzer, Kieran Hines. Those 3.
They're safe.
Yeah, they're safe. Yeah.
I think they're the ones making it. So that one of the, I think maybe Troy Kotzer and Cody Smith McPhee were possibly the 2.
That's
what I think.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Woody Norman, man, what a the single nomination for Come On, Come On. Like that's a cool.
He's a British kid.
He's British?
Yep. I was listening to For Your Consideration last night while I was at work or on the way to work or something like that, and comes to find out he's a British kid. So
I didn't know. Good for him for getting that nomination, man.
But Mike Feist to me is just like, really, of all the people you put in there, Mike Feist.
Mike Feist is that movie. Most people, when you get out, is Ariana DeBose and Mike Feist were the praise, and Rachel Zegler as well too, where the praise was coming from, I guess. But I think a jury definitely assisted him in bringing him in.
Oh yeah, you know that. But no Spielberg.
I knew it. I knew he was going to miss for BAFTA, not for BAFTA. All right, now supporting actress. Wait, I just want to get this one.
This is brutal.
No, it's not, Dan. We got Ann Dowd and Matt.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, Ann Dowd. I mean, I don't have any problems with this. It's just kind of crazy, though. Wild, you know.
I'm so happy that Ann Dowd. I like everything. Yeah, no, this is okay. Obviously, they went with Jessie Buckley over Catherine Hunter as their British representation, because Jessie Buckley also had a nomination for Wild Rose, I believe. So I should have seen that coming.
I mean, this isn't that bad. That's supporting.
No.
Bad actors.
I mean, technically, Jessie Buckley's Irish, not British, so that close enough.
Oh, pardon. Thank
British
you. Yes.
Isles, Ireland.
She's from the
Scotland,
UK.
Wales, Britain, the British
Northern Ireland.
She's in that area. They're all.
What is the correct terminology? Correct me if I'm wrong. What is the correct terminology to define? You have England, Great Britain, and the United Kingdom. What signifies, I'm trying to figure out Northern Ireland, Scotland. There's a terminology, and I get them all mixed up. So I apologize for all our UK listeners and watchers. I trying to figure out the correct terminology to define the entire the UK. So apologies.
I don't think it is one, because like United Kingdom is England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. That's the UK, and Ireland's always a country on its own. It's like
this is true. This is true. You're right. No, you're right. But I guess so. Yeah, we'll just put she's Irish. Jessie Buckley is Irish. She is the Irish representation for BAFTA in the sense of they love Jessie Buckley. I mean, again, the fact that she got in for Best Actress before the jury committee for Wild Rose. That was telling, and I should have seen that coming, because I had Hunter over her. I thought of Buckley, but part of me was like, no, they're gonna go with Catherine Hunter, which they did not go with Catherine Hunter. They didn't go with Tragedy Macbeth in anything but cinematography, which is shocking.
Yeah, I thought it would get in for more than that. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I think that DeBose is one of the two that was probably safe with the most votes. And then probably Balf, maybe?
Yeah, Balf probably, yeah. Those two? Irish movie, British. I mean, Balf had a better shot at getting in here than she probably does getting in Best Supporting Actress in the United States.
I still think she's safe, because she's made it everywhere.
Yeah. But, I'm glad Ann Dowd got in. I mean, Ann Dowd was
so
great.
happy. So happy Ann Dowd made it.
Ann Dowd would get in here and not get in. Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter.
Go ahead, Malcolm.
Oh, what I was about to say is, did they announce the animated movies on the actual telecast, or
they did not? Surprisingly, wait, where is the animated?
I'm just looking at them on the BAFTA site now. But for animated, they nominated Encanto, Flea, Luca, and Mitchell's vs. Machines.
Yep,
we had those 4 in.
Yep. We had those 4. Not too shocking.
And for documentaries, I don't think they did that one.
They did not.
Becoming Cousteau, Cow, Flea, The Rescue, and Summer of Soul.
Well, at least we got the 3 big ones.
Yeah, no, I think those 3 big ones are definitely some of the ones that are going to be making it in. Also,
but yeah,
love that editing nomination for Summer of Soul.
But for the BAFTAs, Flea missed out on film not in the English language.
Huh. We got an animated and documentary.
Yeah.
Fascinating. But yeah, it was Drive My Car, The Hand of God, Parallel Mothers, Petite Mama, and The Worst Person in the World.
So a hero didn't get in.
Hero did not get in, surprisingly. And I thought they liked Ashgar Fahardi.
Well, the other thing that is surprising is Titan didn't get in, but yet the director got in.
Oh, right.
The director gets in. Worst person.
But the movie itself did not.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, well, FYC was talking about possibly DeCurnow could get in.
Yeah, and I thought that Julia Ducournau could possibly get in, but I didn't think it'd be the expense of Denis Villeneuve. I thought that he would make it in for sure, but I think Jane Campion and Paul Thomas Anderson are probably I think at this point are safe for a nomination for BAFTA. Sorry, for Oscar. They're the only 2 that I think are safe.
But I still don't think that. How do you give Dune 11 nominations and not get Denis Villeneuve in there?
It's that jury, Dan. It's the committee, jury, whatever you want to call it. They were the ones, and they were like, let's not. Because the 2 biggest vote getters might have been Licorice Pizza and Power of the Dog. So those 2 might have made it in. Unless Hamaguchi is doing a lot better than we think he is.
Well, now you got to start thinking about it. Is he going to be the 5th one? And who do you kick out of those 5? You kick Spielberg out?
Well, I'll be the other figures. Because to take into account, like BAFTA nominates 6 in most of their categories.
Right.
So it could be that there's still 5, and Drive My Car guy still will miss.
Yeah, good point. And Drive, it got in for screenplay and director.
Yeah,
it tells you how much they love Drive My Car. Did he get in for not a film in a non-English? It did, right?
He did. Yes, that and so those 3.
Yeah. Well, Worst Person in the World, Drive My Car, and
Hand of God.
Hand of God. Sorrentino. So Sorrentino's got a lot of love here.
Yeah, he did. So good for him.
How about freaking Gucci though?
Did not really do that well at all.
Well, it got in the category that I didn't think it was going to get into.
So the question is, with Flea getting some love in animation for the BAFTAs, what would, if it gets into the Oscars, which of the 5 do you think is going to knock out?
For Flea?
Yeah.
Oh, Sing 2.
Yeah, Sing 2. Like, I think that this Flea making it in here really, really helped it to the point to where I think that, okay, this kind of gave it the propelling at the very end to be like, this is going to be the 5th. This is going to be the independent, quote unquote, representation at the Oscars.
And they usually get one every year.
I mean, yes. And that's if it gets him as well. Yes, like most years we do get independents. Sometimes they may. I think it also depends on sort of where the jury is going mind-wise as well, because I think like if there is any year which there's no independent that movie that gets in, I think this is like the strength of all the animated movies that came out last year. This could be the year that we don't get one.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. That could be the case.
Well, we had 3 different guilds all have the same 5. And Flea wasn't in any of them, so
yeah.
I mean,
you're right.
And like my theory is still Flea's still got legit shots at foreign language and documentary in America.
And I still think it has a legit shot in animated though after this BAFTA nomination though, so I think it's still in the conversation.
Yeah,
because when did the Oscar nominations finish? Tomorrow, isn't?
No, they're done.
They're done.
They're done. Okay.
Done voting. We're getting the nominations Tuesday morning.
So these don't do any indication. These will not help us in any indication whatsoever.
Nope.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah,
going
I
to
mean-
sway anybody because it's already done.
Let's
Yeah,
break
I mean,
down. Can I ask you, Malcolm? I want your opinion. Let's break down Best Actress. How did Best
Ugh,
Actress go
I
so
love this.
far off track? And Director, how did those two go off track? I want to ask Malcolm this. I want to get his opinion.
I mean, I think this is just a case of. I don't think like Best Actress is that off track to be really. I think it's just a case of like the BAFTAs scaring British people. I think they love the British movies more, and I think that's the thing. I mean, it's one of those ones because. I mean, and I've actually not seen any. I've only seen one of those 6 movies, so I don't
Gucci?
know much about the act. No, Passing. I haven't.
Okay.
Seen good. I talked to you about Passing when I saw it on the episode.
Oh, you're right.
once.
You're right. I remember that. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Which I'll quickly add.
We kind of predicted Lady Gaga here.
Yeah, no, that's not shocking. She is surprisingly, Lady Gaga is the only one that I'm not shocked by on this list.
Yeah, well, I know.
Which
That's
is
what I'm saying.
saying something. Although I think I'm not surprised that Renette Rensby made it in because I think as the only foreign language,
she is gaining momentum. I mean, because they're looking for a 5th in Best Actor, Manny. They're people are like, who is it? Jennifer Hudson? Is it? And how about Alana Haim? Now, what do you do with her now?
yeah, that was Amelia Jones and Coda. Tessa Thompson and Passing. So happy about that, by the way.
This category is wild. I mean,
And I love it. It's basically, I feel like the BAFTAs just gave us a great shot of adrenaline for these next few days, figuring out what in the world is going to happen. I have utterly no idea what's going to transpire, and I'm totally on board with that.
I mean, you can't use this. You can't use Best Actress for the BAFTAs to help predict the Oscars. That's just my opinion. I feel strongly about this.
You can do it to help predict the winner, I believe, because you look back and BAFTA lined up more with the winners of last year than anything else. I think, yes, last year.
It's not going to happen this year.
You don't. So you don't think that? I still think. Well, no, I still think that lead actress, the acting categories, that can show you who has the most. To me, because remember, they vote on who the top 2 are. Nicole Kidman missed the top 2 vote getters. Like,
Kristen Stewart missed the top 2. Jessica Chastain missed the top 2. Jennifer Hudson missed the top 2.
And I think that they're not as safe.
Olivia Colman, she's British. Where's Olivia Colman? She's not even in there. You can't use this to predict it.
Well, see, I believe that indicates that our number 1 is not Nicole Kidman. It's not Kristen Stewart. I don't know who it is. Is it Lady Gaga?
Apparently. But I would not even. I wouldn't even think about trying to use that to predict the Oscars because none of the 5 that they put in here, I think will get into the Oscars. None of them. No, 1. Lady Gaga. Well, they have 6, right? For Best
Yeah, they have 6. Yeah. Yes, so. Only
one of the 6, and that's Lady Gaga. Could you, possibly see getting in?
I still think there's a possible with this and how well that it did. I could see Amelia Jones sneaking her way in over Kristen Stewart. I genuinely don't. Alana Haim could do it. I honestly think any one of these could do it besides Joanna Scanlon for Afterlove. Truthfully, mainly because this kind of gave a shot in the arm and showed us who is kind of like in the hunt right now. Because remember, 2 are the biggest vote getters. I don't know who the second person is outside of Lady Gaga. And if that person can make it in over Nicole Kidman with the BAFTA committee, the BAFTA voting body, look out for whoever that second person is, because I have no idea who was number 2 outside of Lady Gaga.
It was probably
no idea.
The lady from After Love. Didn't you? Even the director of After Love got in.
This is
Right?
fair, but also Alana Haim. Remember, Licorice Pizza got screenplay and director.
They love
so
Licorice Pizza from what
They do.
watching. When I was watching while I was driving, there's a lot of nominees from Licorice Pizza,
there are.
but not Bradley Cooper
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no Bradley Cooper. I forgot about that.
in anything.
I mean, it's one of those ones like I'm still holding out a small bit of hope that Chris Stewart will sneak into the Oscars. As I said, it's a little bit of hope. I mean, I'm not
Fair.
I'm not too ready to let go of her just yet.
I think that's smart.
But I mean, it's one of those ones because I think because the director of this did Jackie as well, didn't? So
Yes.
I think Chris Stewart may get in just once again because Natalie Portman got in for Jackie at the Oscars. So I mean so that's why I think that Chris Stewart may still sneak in. I mean, at this point it's one of those like looking at my Gold Derby, I've got her at number 5. Like she was at my number 1 for the longest times. Like had then the SAG nominations come out, I was like moved it down. I was like I'm just not too ready to put the nail in her coffin. I probably will keep thinking of that until like the nominations close on Gold Derby.
Fair.
I gotta go find my phone and look at my predictions for BAFTA because I probably got awful percentage.
Oh, same. You go ahead and do that, Dan. What I was going to add was, Malcolm, you have you are absolutely correct in the sense that you still should hold on to her for a bit. I don't think that's a bad notion, mainly based upon the fact of that this is a committee, a jury system. So these will not obviously translate 10 for 10. And I kind of love the way that they do it because it provides, again, some pizzazz and to the entire process. So again, at the end of the day, you're probably going to get like what leading actress to me, I think is going to have 2 translate over those top 2 vote getters. And I don't know who those top 2 vote getters are. Whether it's Renette Rensby, Amelia Jones, Lana Haim, or Tessa Thompson. It's one of those. I know that.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those ones because I think out of this 6, I think if anyone has a shot at maybe getting in as a 5th, because Lady Gaga was the only one in the BAFTA 6 that was nominated at the SAG, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So
I love it.
We know that the Oscars recently have been loving like foreign people in the acting categories. So maybe Renette Rensby, I probably butchered her name, is the one that sneaks in.
Right. Yes, you're right.
Because when you think about it, like at last year's, you had Yoon Yo Jun from Minari get in, and then
Yalitza
you also had
Aparicio. Where is it? He's asleep.
Hey, get up.
So I mean, I think at this point at the Oscars, like getting a foreign person into the acting is not impossible anymore.
It's not. No, it's not impossible. It's definitely not impossible.
And so maybe that's the one that takes up that 5th spot at the Oscars.
You're right, and I love it. She's great. She's fantastic.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and like throw these people under the bus or anything. I'm just super surprised. That's all. I mean, that
I don't think anyone's not surprised at this.
They skirted so British, where they were so on track last year.
Well, I mean, it's one of those ones like I've learned that in my few years of actually really looking at the awards race, you can't really predict the BAFTAs. The BAFTAs are going to do what the BAFTAs do.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and I'm happy with that. They feel very wholly themselves, and I really appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate just how out of nowhere left field they feel.
Because the other one is like I think with last year on all the award shows it has the asterisk because like you really had a limited amount of movies and most of the ones like use the same real drive because they're all streaming on something. And I think this year, because I think because I don't know about what the BAFTA eligibility window is on whether it's when the movies are released in Britain, if in UK and that, or
It
if
is
they
different,
get
I know
screeners and stuff. So maybe that could be why like some of the movies miss it, because like maybe they didn't get chance to fully see Tragedy of Macbeth, but they saw the trailers like I really like cinematography in this. So I mean,
Well,
I don't know. I mean, it's a weird thing to think about, but
yeah. Well, just think about too, like something like Tick Tick Boom missed everything. It got 0 nominations. I just don't. I think maybe again that may not have been the cup of tea. Another very American film, but they also went with King Richard, and so I don't know. I genuinely am very like no idea what to expect with some of these things going on. But no, looking at leading actor right now. Again, you have Adil Akhtar for Ali and Ava, Mahershala Ali for Swan Song, Benedict Cumberbatch, The Power of the Dog, Leonardo DiCaprio for Don't Look Up, Stephen Graham, Boiling Point, Will Smith, King Richard. Obviously, Benedict Cumberbatch and Will Smith were the two people that were got the highest votes. That's probably
at least I'd like to think that's the case.
I truly believe that.
I
believe that.
I mean, yeah, no, I can truly believe it. But imagine the chaos if it turns out it was Leo and Mahershala. He's like
the chaos of everything. But just think, Don't Look Up. How many nominations did Don't Look Up get? Because that's a lot. It got in for leading actor, which now I'm over here like maybe he's the 5th spot. DiCaprio.
Yeah, come on, give me a break.
That
tells me right there that they just love Leo. They're not thinking about anything else. Oh, we love Leo. We want to get. They probably want.
No, I think they genuinely love Don't Look Up. The guild and the love and support that Don't Look Up has gotten in comparison to the critics. Critics have not really cared for it. But then Don't Look Up has done really well with with guild reception. And they're like, I don't care what the critics say. I love this film. Yeah. Hollywood has been very embracing of this movie, even if the critics are like, why are we embracing this? Because remember, it got best film. Out of the 5, I think that Don't Look Up is a lot higher than we want to talk about in terms of just, support.
I mean, I find it interesting that BAFTAs don't have an original song category.
Yeah, they never have to have, and it's weird.
Yeah, they get score. They get no song. That's weird. Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. But no, I think you're looking at right now. Mahershala Ali probably could get a boost from this, and DiCaprio. Obviously, great for them to be nominated, but Adil Akhtar and Stephen Graham are not going to be translating probably to the Oscars.
One thing I did find a nice pleasant surprise, because I really did love this movie, is everybody's talking about Jamie getting the love in outstanding British film. Really made me happy because it's a really good movie.
Oh. And I'll quickly add, based upon the fact, is that do you think Mahershala Ali is number 5, or do we think Leonardo DiCaprio is now number 5 with this support that we've seen? Because I think Dinklage ain't happening. Dinklage is not happening anymore.
You think there he would have got in, right? You think Dinklage would have got in at BAFTA of all places, because of that. Cyrano's kind of like in a way, it's kind of like a European film.
I mean, it's one of the. I mean. It's one of the. I don't know. I mean, at this point, it could Dinklage could have been the 7 easily at the BAFTAs. We won't actually know.
We may not get him in now. I mean, this may be the tea leaves that might knock him out of the Oscar race, which I thought early on he was in there.
I mean, Dinklage hasn't been getting a lot of love anywhere, but because he didn't get in SAG either. So I mean,
I know, and he's won four SAGs, been nominated 8 times.
Yeah, but most of those is probably TV though. I think it's
Yes, most
He
of them
got
are all Game
nominated
of Thrones.
every season for Game of Thrones.
Almost. He missed
4.
like 2. I don't know why. He missed 2 from what I recall.
But yeah, I mean,
No.
I think out of the two, I think Leo's probably got the better shot to slide into Best Actor.
Yeah. He's probably number 5 at this point, just because just how powerful Don't Look Up is. Because I Don't Look Up, it got in. Besides like director, which again with the jury system, I don't consider Adam McKay getting in. I highly doubt he could have gotten in my humble opinion.
Well, look at that! Look at that group of directors. Tell me, there's no way you could have predicted that group of directors.
Nope.
That is the most wild group of directors. I mean, we probably had PTA and Jane Campion. I probably went 2 for 6 in that group right there.
No, we got Hamaguchi. I mean, we picked Hamaguchi.
We talked about that. You're half asleep, but yeah, maybe we did
half
get
asleep.
Hamaguchi.
We did get Hamaguchi because I think, remember, I knew there was going to be international representation, but they had 3 films for international representation with Happening, Drive My Car, and Titan.
I mean, I just saw Happening too. That's wild.
Happening and Titan, this is their only nomination, which I find...
Director. Holy crap.
I know, right? The director committee over here, or jury is over here like, we're just going to add a little spice to everything. They do their own thing, and I'm completely here for it.
I mean, I think it's a case of they looked at the nominations like, it was a really normal year last year. Let's go back to crazy. We're bored of that.
Because last year, who they brought in? What was the nomination for director last year? I'm gonna look that up real fast. It was just as amazingly bonkers, and I loved it. Quickly. See, because I know your eventual winner Chloe Zhao was there. I also know that Lee Isaac Chung was there. Here we go.
He was so. I remember. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but remember I said the BAFTAs were a lot more in tune with the Oscars last year because there just wasn't as many films.
Well, no, remember they weren't. I don't think they were that in tune.
The only one that was the outlier was Rocks last year.
No, you had listen, this is what director was last year. Nomadland, Quvada Saida, Minari, Rocks, Baby Teeth, and then another round for director. For best actress in a leading role.
I could have predicted Thomas Vinterberg, though. I mean, I could have predicted Thomas Vinterberg.
He's the Hamaguchi. He's the Hamaguchi this year. Or sorry, last year. Hamaguchi is the Thomas Vinterberg of this year where they bring someone in. I would not have predicted Baby Teeth, Rocks or Quvada Saida. So this is very similar to last year.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right.
But and then also best actress in a leading role, Nomadland, Clemency, Rocks, the 40-year-old version, Pieces of a Woman, His House. So by that definition, only 2 of those made it in for the eventual Oscars. And I think that's going to happen this year as well, too. And they just do their own thing.
Yeah. And I mean, even if you look at Best Actor, like you had Hopkins, Adash go up for The White Tiger, Chadwick Boseman, Mads Mikkelsen, Riz Ahmed, and Dar Rahim. And only 2 of them, I think, got into the Oscars.
No, and I think that they do their own thing when it comes to the actors, when it comes to the director, because they are committee and jury driven. And while I think you can get an idea of where things are going, you can't put all their stock, obviously, in this as being the best predictor. I don't know. Last year, I can't remember if last year nomination for Oscars were done. Like by the time this transpired, I don't know. Do you know, Malcolm, on the off chance if Oscar nominations were already over last year?
Well, when did they?
Well, while you look that up, to me there are. Looking right now at director, I think this just secured Anderson and Campion, with Hamaguchi being the possible 5th spot we've been looking for.
The BAFTA nominations were announced on 9th of March last year.
I don't know when the voting ended is the problem for... Oh, Lord, I don't know. If anyone who's watching, for those who are watching, hello there. I mean, if you know, please let us know, because I don't know when Oscar nomination voting ended off the top of my head of last year. Malcolm's looking. Okay, so while that is transpiring, let's quickly look at best film now. So best film, we have Belfast, Don't Look Up, Dune, Licorice Pizza, Power of the Dog, which again, Power of the Dog did... Wait, Kirsten Dunst missed. Malcolm, Kirsten Dunst missed. Holy cow, I just realized that. I did not see that coming whatsoever. I'm just now realizing that, like, holy cow, wait. She missed in supporting actress. Wait a minute. I thought she was safe. Why did this just dawn on me? Wow.
I mean, I don't think she got SAG though, did she?
She did. It was Anjanou Ellis who missed supporting actress in SAG. What is this chaos? I love it. Anyway. Oh, sorry, Malcolm, go ahead.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that I don't know if like I'm not too sure if Kirsten Dunst will translate to an Oscar. Like, because I think it's a game. Well, I mean, it's one of those. As much as I like her, I think if she misses, so Anjanou gets into the Oscars, that could be the case, because depends on how the SAGs will line up to the Oscars, whether it's going to go exact 5 for 5, or there's going to be 4 to 5, and one of them is going to have to miss to get Anjanou in there.
So this is what I think. I think that I think you're not going to have Blanchett. Blanchett missing in BAFTA. Well, she only had Don't Look Up. But regardless, I think that's going to be Anjanou Ellis' spot, and I think that's your 5. I'm pretty confident about that. I could be wrong, even though I think the Ann Dowd mention makes my heart so full. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those ones. I think Ann Dowd has been getting some love some places.
For critics, he's been a really great critic.
So I mean, that might be enough to get her that to take out Blanchett.
Yep.
So she could be the one that takes out Blanchett, and if Anjanou gets in, then she could take out Dunst. So I mean, it's one of those, because I think. Because I mean, this tells me the Ann Dowd might not be as dead as we might think. Like, Ann Dowd could still maybe mount a comeback and come in for it.
If Ann Dowd does, I will be the happiest man upon the planet. If Ann Dowd manages to get a representation for my favorite film of last year, Mass. But to me, I think Balf and Ariana DeBose were the two highest vote getters. To me, that is the case, and it shows to me that they are safe. And the question is, do Dunst, Ellis, and Ruth Negga, are they the 3 that are at the bottom, or do you look at Ann Dowd? Do you look at Kate Blanchett? Do you look at Jessie Buckley now? I don't know. But back to best film real fast. Belfast, Don't Look Up, Dune, Licorice Pizza, The Power of the Dog. Again, West Side Story really did not do great. It got Mike Feist, yes, sure. But like, if you look below the line, all it got was casting, production design, and sound. That's it.
Yeah.
Which is not too great. Better than Tick, Tick, Boom, but not too great.
Yeah. But I mean, in saying that, like, I think West Side Story still will get into best picture at the Oscars.
I agree.
Because I think all 5 of the ones that sort of was in the BAFTAs, I think all 5 are going to be at the Oscars for sure. I mean,
yes,
there's really nothing too surprising. And yes. I think also and I'm pretty sure I was right about the not being any crossover between best film and best British film, or was there?
There was none. No crossover for outstanding. Wait, hold on. Belfast. Excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Belfast was the one representation, which that's probably going to win. Also, No Time to Die did not do as well as I thought it was going to do.
No.
It made it into like it made it into cinematography, which was kind of shocking.
I mean, I'm actually
Wait,
not
what did
too
it?
sure.
Wait, well, I'm trying to think. What did it make it in over besides Belfast missing? I'm trying to recall right now. Hold on. It's the biggest one. It was Tragedy Macbeth, Power of the Dog, Dune, Nightmare Alley, and Belfast. West Side Story. Okay, no, West Side Story was going to be the one to make it there, but then No Time to Die took out Belfast. So maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
that's your Oscar 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Belfast misses it. Thankfully.
To answer your question earlier for the best editing, last time a documentary was nominated in editing was 1994 with Hoop Dreams.
For BAFTA or for Oscar?
For Oscar.
Oh, okay.
Because
when
we
was
had
BAFTA's last?
Well, Summer of Soul now.
Okay, before Summer of Soul. Fair. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, no, I think these are your top 5. I think these are the top 5, the ones you need to look out for the most. And obviously Licorice Pizza did incredibly well. Dune got 11 nominations in total, so I'm not too shocked along those lines. But you know, Belfast did well. Don't Look Up did really well. Yeah, these are kind of the ones you need to look out for. Do you disagree, Malcolm?
I don't disagree.
Mm-hmm. I think if to win Best Picture, I think you need to get into that top 5. And at this point, I think this is a race between Power of the Dog, Belfast, and after that nomination, Licorice Pizza. I would look out for Licorice Pizza.
The last time a documentary before Summer of Soul was nominated in Best Editing is 2011 for Senna.
Oh.
Well, and it actually won Best Editing that year.
Really?
Yeah, because it was nominated against The Artist, Drive, Hugo, and Tina Taylor Soldier Spy.
Interesting. So it's called Sinner, right?
Senna. It's about the motor racing champion Ayrton Senna.
How do you spell that?
Senna.
Aha. Senna. Oh yeah, okay. No. I remember seeing it, but I remember reading about that. No, yeah, that's just impressive. The fact that happened, because obviously that did not translate to the Oscars, obviously, even though it didn't win. Wow, I just can't get over the fact of how utterly bananas BAFTA was. I'm all here for it, but I'm probably going to be a broken record and say that. Okay, so then to end our conversation, what is your favorite nomination, Malcolm, that was gotten?
I mean, French Dispatch probably getting some love made me happy, but
it only got production design, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it got costume and production.
And score.
Oh, did it? Wait, did it? It did. You're right. It got those 3. So look out for those.
I mean, out of those 2, I think score is probably the one that now has a slightly better chance for French Dispatch to maybe get in.
Yeah, I think production design is a really good shot at this point now, because I don't know what else can get into or what can take that place, honestly. For me, I think it's Ann Dowd and Mass. I had given up hope for that film getting anything. Even with the jury system, I was like, meh, it's not going to make it in. It made it in. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, and again, Summer of Soul and editing. Love it.
Yeah. And it's funny because I just went further back down the BAFTAs for Best Editing. Hoop Dreams wasn't nominated for Best Editing at the BAFTAs. But yet they nominated the one that won the year Hoop Dreams would have been nominated was Speed.
Wow, that's a Speed with Keanu Reeves?
That was nominated in Best Editing and won that year.
That's a cool nomination for back then in the 90s. Nice. Good job. Good on you, BAFTA. Oh no, and Tessa Thompson. That's the one I'm excited about. And Best Actress. Ugh, I love that she'll have
Yeah.
that to her name. Yes, I'm loving that nomination. Yeah, no, but Olivia Colman missing out is also incredibly shocking. But I think she missed out last year too for The Father, if I'm not mistaken.
But I mean, it's she might have actually.
No, I'm pretty sure she missed because people were shocked that she did not get in based upon she's
Oh
Olivia Colman.
yeah, actually, that's probably true. Actually,
yeah. Wow. Do you have any final thoughts, Malcolm?
I don't really just yay.
Yeah, listen, I'm 100% for just kind of like, how utterly bananas this BAFTA was. And that's the last time I'll be saying this for now. I'm just excited at just how different this is and how fresh it feels. It gave us some rejuvenation until Tuesday comes around for the Oscar nominations. But Malcolm, I know you have to get to bed, so because it's 2:00 where you are, if I'm not mistaken, correct? 2 a.m.
Yes.
All right, so Malcolm, where can they find you, sir?
You can find me on Tape for your host every Saturday night. This week we're doing Clint Eastwood directed movies, and yeah.
And you can also, where we will be having the Gone with the Wind Awards right after the Oscars in our next actual full episode. So we're excited for that. So look forward to that. Oh, quickly, Dan, we were wrapping up. What is your favorite Oscar nomination? What's your favorite BAFTA nomination through all this?
If I had I would say I like the fact that the girl from Worst Person in the World got nominated in best actress because I loved her. I really did love her.
I hope that translates to something
Well,
more.
I think and the girl from Coda, Amelia Jones.
Amelia Jones, yeah.
Those two, to me, are pretty amazing. I mean, if them two get in, I mean, I'm probably not going to predict them, but if those two got in Best Actress for the Oscars, I'd be like through the moon because they're both amazing.
They are both amazing. But yeah, I think the biggest winner for today, obviously, is well, I would say Dune, but it kind of got everywhere it expected to get. They got 11 BAFTA nominations, but it also missed director. But director, I don't count because directors they do their own thing. So
yeah, directors all over the place, and Danny's more than likely going to get in because you could probably predict Dune as the big winner at the Oscars on Tuesday.
Nomination wise, it's going to rack up a lot of nominations.
I'm surprised No Time to Die didn't do better.
Yeah, same. It got, I guess, British film, outstanding British film. It got some below the line nominations. They got cinematography, which I didn't expect it to get. So
yeah, I thought editing. It didn't get into editing.
It got editing. It got editing.
Yeah,
it got editing. It got sound,
visual effects.
Visual effects. Yes,
yeah,
it got 5.
Yeah, those are the ones I think it could get into the Oscars. Those
besides outstanding British film, they can't get that one.
We don't have that. We don't have outstanding British film. So
that'd be strange.
I was looking at that list of I'm like, that is exactly the list that I had for outstanding British film.
That's a strong list. But we're gonna be wrapping up now. So Dan, where can the people find you?
Yeah, you can find me at disappointmentmedia.com where I review all kinds of things. I do Criterion Voyages. I do TV shows. I just did Reacher this week. Also, I do retrospectives of older films. I do anniversaries of if somebody dies, I'll take a film that person was in and I kind of review that film and talk about that actor or actress or director. Also, my own blog. I'm going to have a capsule reviews of all my films from Sundance and my Slam Dance films. Capsule reviews of all those. I'm going to have my Moonfall review going up today. My Worst Person in the World review going up tomorrow. So yeah, those are the two places you can see anything that I have written. but my name, Dan Skip Allen, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest, or DP Skip Allen. So, yeah, my blog's called FromTheFourthRow.wordpress.com.
And you can find me at Twitter at Cine_Man. That's CINE_MANN. And look forward to us for doing the Gone with the Wind Awards, hopefully right after the Oscar nominations. So you guys can get those nominations in as soon as you possibly can after watching those, after seeing what the nominations are for the Oscars. And finally, you can find me also at Letterboxd and Manning_Franks, as well as reviewing films for WFMY News 2 here on YouTube and our website, WFMY News 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the BAFTA nominations, and they have been an absolute doozy, and I am totally here for it. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Definitely watching on this exciting special reaction episode of Gone with the Wind. Thank you guys, and have a great rest of the day, or for Malcolm and those who are in that time zone, a good, nice rest. So, see you all next time.
He's looking at you, kids.
I wish I knew how to quit eating bugs.
This seems so
James Bond.
There's no place like
I'm
home.
gonna make him an offer down with you.